Now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time!
Hello and welcome back to the Loose Nuts Tight Bowls podcast.
Hi guys, we're back again.
Howdy.
Give this another crack in.
Yeah, that's it.
Talk some more shit. Because literally, like, well, it's a shit talking night, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And
pretty much.
spring has officially sprung.
Yes, yes, it has.
It's warm.
It
It was like a light switch. It just went
Yeah,
from being
yeah.
cold to shit, and all of a sudden and Hayden starts a car.
So yeah, again, it is Friday night. We're in the workshop, and Hayden's working on his father-in-law's car again.
Yeah. Well, not again. He's working on another car again.
Yeah, well,
He hasn't worked on this car on a Friday night before, I don't think.
yeah, whatever.
It's not a very good flavour. It's probably my least favourite flavour I've had.
Oh, the car is like
No, I was talking. Yeah.
no one can hear that.
No one can hear that.
They can
No,
hear it. They just can't see it.
that.
I just
yes.
can't see
Yeah.
it. No.
They're talking about an oxy shred drink.
Yeah, Oxy Straight drink, keep the energy up because doing 2 weeks into a 12-week challenge of no alcohol and I'm already getting over it.
He's very fidgety. He's very fidgety watching,
Yeah.
watching everyone else have a stubby.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm doing well for my challenge.
Yeah.
I've cut back on my drinking heaps.
Yeah.
I've been to the gym at least
Yeah, you've been
3 times this week.
very regular. Still, that's a lot more than what you were doing.
Oh yeah, heaps
Yeah.
more than what I was doing.
It's 3 times more,
So
literally.
Do you
Yeah.
reckon that's just a combination of being able to sleep,
yeah,
that just gets your motivation
energy,
up?
energy levels, energy levels, and then doing.
Yeah, so I suppose if you were going to the gym before, you wouldn't have slept at all.
No, I didn't.
Because
See,
you wouldn't have just gone straight there.
I didn't sleep. Like when I was going to the gym like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I wasn't sleeping. I
Oh,
was.
you weren't sleeping?
No, I was going to bed at 11 o'clock, and then I was waking up, and then I was up, and then.
Oh, you were like on and off. You were like sleeping, but you weren't like you didn't
Yeah.
sleep for like a
No,
long
I
period of
didn't
time.
sleep. I didn't sleep proper.
You slept for like an hour here and there, and then
Yeah.
toss and turn, kept waking up.
Yeah, and
That's
then,
the shittest.
He used to fall asleep sitting at his desk over there.
Yeah.
You'd sit there, I'd be watching him from my hoist.
Yeah.
You turn around and here he is, he's got the knot. Then he'll wake back up again, and then he'll start pressing some buttons on the keyboard,
That's
and then
a-
he'll start nodding again.
That's what Greg used to do
Fuck,
at the
man, they don't
at the
can't have a
smoko
challenge
table.
these.
at the smoke, yeah.
At the table. He used to go, I'm like, fucking go home, mate.
Nah, you're not a dad if you can't fall asleep anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, now, as I said, like the sleep's been
Yeah, sleep's.
Like you're a different human being.
Yeah.
been awesome, yeah.
He's heaps worse now. He's
Oh,
like,
10
But like,
it's too.
I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, so
Yeah.
I am tired now, and I could easily go home and go to sleep. But you push it out until
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's talk some shop talk rather than
Yep.
yeah,
No, well, we'll just get into it, have a talk and see how you're surviving. Your challenge is going good.
I'm surviving.
Just
I'm
surviving.
surviving well. I'm looking forward to this warm weather over the weekend because
You're going to take your boat out.
take the boat out. Yeah,
Get stuck out in the middle of a river.
shut up.
Hayden will have to tow you back with his 9.9 tinny.
Well,
Well-
why you don't reckon the motor will go?
Isn't it only a 5?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's trouble. He's
Bye
trouble.
bye.
Let me know when you need that drama. What day you want it?
27th.
Yeah, but what day you want it? You
Okay.
Want it 27 or you want it earlier?
No, earlier.
Let me know.
All right, we'll do. Talking race talk now.
Yeah.
Need car trailer for the race car. So, what was I saying?
I don't know. I just had a fucking mozzie or something fly into my eye.
Are you okay?
No.
Are you okay? Do you want to?
Do you want a tissue
No.
for your
Do
issue?
we want to call the?
I'm good.
Somebody call the ambulance.
Ring ring.
Too funny.
No, fuck his
So,
butt.
it's just us 3 on tonight.
Yeah.
I don't.
Been very lonely the last couple of weeks on the potty.
Yeah, I know. Hato, I don't even. Like, Hato said we've got to invite him on. I just thought it was a given that when we're doing the potty, if you want to be on it, you're here.
Come on. It's in Brendan's contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Chad though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to Chad.
We
The
miss you,
Chad.
buddy. We hope you're well, and we will see you back here shortly with
Yes,
us
definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
next
race-
week.
The race car needs you.
Yeah. Yes. and we need you. We
Yeah.
need. I still want to know what the fuck that thing is.
Oh yeah, we still need to go through everything.
Still sitting here.
Some seal off a boat or
Yeah.
some description or
that's
whatever it is.
It's all
Yeah,
these
well, I
little
want to know.
trinkets.
I'm going on a boat in a couple of weeks. 20 days.
Oh, my
20 days.
Oh, so you want to know how to change it in case shit goes pear shaped?
Are you going to walk in there and say, "I know Chad Wilson," and see what happens?
I actually, so he told me to find out some information because well, it was on the potty, like we were talking about it a little while ago.
Yeah.
Because I want to go and do one of the engine room tours.
Yeah.
I want to go and have a look.
I've been on about 5 or 6 cruises,
Yeah.
and if you're not the first person on that boat,
Yeah,
you
but-
just don't.
Well, that's
you
why
can't.
Alex's
Yeah, but if you drop the right name, you might get a
Yeah.
you might
Yeah.
get a different.
so Alex's I think she's booked a early check-in or something. I don't know.
Yeah, good.
Because it being her birthday that we're going on a cruise, we're going to catch a limo down. You know that was
Yeah.
yeah. Yep. Anyway, we're going to catch
So
a limo down.
so,
That's how we normally do it.
yeah,
It's cheap as
We
fuck.
caught a limo down and back
Yeah,
when we
right.
went to Cairns. But this time, it's Alex's birthday on the
Yeah,
day, so she made a fair point that
Limo.
it's my
It was
birthday.
like- for us
Yeah,
and all
I
the
suppose.
kids and whatnot, it was like 150, 160 bucks.
Yeah, it's cheap as.
It's so much cheaper than getting the train and fuck assing around with the
taxi
fuck all
and-
Yeah,
that
true.
shit. You get
Yeah.
you get picked up from your front door, you get dropped off at the dock.
But anyways, I'd prefer to get on there and,
And you-
start getting the use of this drinks package.
you,
Yeah.
you ball out in a limo.
There's nothing. It's pretty cool, especially if you've got a day like today with no wind.
Yeah,
Hopefully
yeah.
with no wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sit in the middle of the harbour, sipping on. What's it? Oh, it's don't worry.
What is he doing?
Degreasing.
Washing down an engine bay.
Oh,
the
okay.
young fella running around, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I looked like
the
I
head's at perfect height now.
saw something in the thing and it looked like smoke, but it was water. Yeah. So anyway, so the cruise will be good.
Yeah, cruise. Fucking well, the rest of us all just struggle here. You
What cruise is it and when is it?
Carnival. We've got Carnival Splendor.
Yeah, we're on that boat. It was nice.
Leaving on the 18th of September. Back on the 27th of
So
September.
if you're on that
That's
boat
that's
and you see someone or people walking around with Tailored Automotive,
oh yeah,
hats and
definitely have
shirts
my
on.
hat.
give him a shout out and
Yeah.
give him
when
a
he
wide
gets
berth because he's probably drunk.
yeah.
That's probably true.
if he's
And,
stumbling around,
yeah,
or if it's
we
early
can-
morning, don't talk to him because he's hung.
Yeah, dude. Nah, I'm. If you see me in the morning, just nod, just nod. But
Yeah,
I doubt if there's anybody that listens to this, it's going to be.
I
on that
reckon the
cruise.
worst part about
Don't know.
the
Come on,
cruise
mate.
was hungover for a start, and the shit house fucking breakfast. What the all you can eat buffet. Their eggs, they're like powdered eggs,
Yeah, of course. So.
Yeah.
and their bacon's like dried out bits of leather.
Of course it is.
It's teetering. It's teetering. Fucking. What's that fucking dried out meat shit called?
Jerky.
Jerky.
Oh,
Yeah, that's all right though.
And their milk's fucking weird.
It's long life.
It's shit.
It's long life.
long life. That's how I live my life. I live my life on long life. my whole entire life has been long life milk.
Long life milk. Almond milk. Long life almond milk.
Oh, really? Nah.
No?
I'm a skim guy.
Oh no.
What's wrong with milk that tastes like real fucking milk?
Actually, I love
grown
my
up
full
on-
cream milk. Like if
I've
I
grown up on
when I
skim
get
milk.
up in the middle of the night and if I need a snack, it's a chocky. And
Like a
some milk.
Milo?
Or-
Or no, chocky.
no,
I
chocolate.
thought you meant like chocky
chocolate
milk.
and I have a confession to make. So last night I
Oh,
woke
here
up.
we go.
Last night I woke up in the middle of the night,
Did
and
you
I
break
was.
your diet?
I did. I went to the cupboard.
Alex, block your ears.
I went, I went to
you
the
have
cupboard.
chocky in your house on a diet.
I found a
fucking
chocolate, but no, I
outrageous.
found a chocolate bar. I don't know whose it is. I'm going to get in trouble later. I know because someone's going to go looking for this. But I found the chocolate bar. It was like one of those Cadbury breakaway things.
Oh,
Anyway,
you fucking just smashed it, didn't you?
fucking oath I did. and some milk, and I was like, yeah, all right, I'm going back to bed
I
now.
have fucking go to bed after a chocolate bar full of sugar. Fuck
Oh
that.
no, dude!
Yeah.
I was just hungry. I woke because I normally wake up hungry in the middle of the night, and I normally can have a shake. Like lately, I've been having a bit of a shake, but last night I was like, I need sugar.
Yeah, right.
I need sugar. So, and I think it was Brendan's fault.
Fuck. Hey.
You were in the house?
No.
You didn't get me a zero sugar solo yesterday. You gave me a full sugar solo, so I wanted sugar. I had sugar in my system.
Oh, fuck off. That time I got called on someone else.
Somebody
Yeah.
call the way.
Yeah, like,
No. No.
Yeah, no, that is the dramas. I'm so addicted to the fake sugar stuff now. Or like the zero sugar shit, I just love it.
Like the stevia crap.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever's in these zero sugar drinks and in like zero sugar soft drinks and stuff. Fuck my favourite.
Ado's whistling again.
Here he is.
Yeah,
All
it
done,
is.
mate. That was quick.
Oh, what have you done, sorta? When he says
Sorta.
sorta, he's broken something.
Sorta. I just fucking broke this.
What'd you do?
What'd you chop this time, Chop?
Oh,
He looks like Allah Akbar.
He looks like Slender.
Yeah.
Yeah. Al Akbar, Slender Man.
Don't piss him off too much. He'll start ticking.
Oh.
Blow us all up.
Yeah, he just looks like one.
I seriously think he should be allowed to wear sandals around here, like sand shoes. And he
Why? Then you'll like feel like Jesus.
He doesn't have the
yeah.
he doesn't have the hair though. He's
No,
got the
he needs the
beard.
hair. We can get him a wig.
That's a mad Ned
Yes,
Kelly
we're
beard.
talking about you.
That's a
Yeah,
Ned
look,
Kelly
look,
beard.
he's even like going blushing now and, because we're talking about him. He can't even hear.
It's a Ned Kelly beard.
No,
Yeah,
that's
it's
not a
go-
Ned Kelly
it's
beard.
It's going that way.
No, no,
What do you mean?
no. Don't. No, he looks like Allah Akbar.
Don't try and give him a compliment like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
I
anyways,
suppose he was an Al Akbar of his generation. I suppose. He's a bit of
yeah.
a terrorist sort of
But
thing.
see, I'm a fan of Ned.
Yeah.
Well,
Everyone's a fan of Ned.
Everyone's a fan of Ned, but like, yeah, like, you know, I got such his life on my leg, and I nearly fell off the table.
You fucking you do too.
Yep. So,
I got that as a fake tattoo. You know, one of like those fairs or whatever.
yeah.
I was like 17. I got like such as life on my forearm there, and I put up on Facebook as like my profile picture. Everyone's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Oh.
Did you get the Southern Cross on you too?
No.
I did.
Yeah. You got that tattooed as well.
Yeah, on my back.
Yeah. Oh,
And
whole
believe
back.
it or no, this is about this bit. Believe it or not, I
Whole
got.
back's
It's a
shaded
tramp stamp.
Believe it or no, it's at the top. Believe it or not, I got it done in Borneo.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I know, right?
I don't know. It's got. I don't know. It's a pretty cool tattoo, like the Southern Cross. It's pretty cool. It's just
To
too many,
Aussies, anyway.
Yeah, too many fuckwits got it though.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very Cronulla riots and
Wow.
everything like that. Well, it is.
If we're not getting banned,
Why would we get banned for that?
Yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying. It's very
Like it's a typical bogan tattoo.
yeah.
Those two tattoos are the typical bogan tattoo.
it's like a given.
So what am
You should
I?
be born with the
You're a
Southern
fucking
Cross on you.
bogan.
Bogan twice over.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah,
it.
That's all right. That's
Like
okay.
all my games that I play, any game that I play, my name on there is one bogan Aussie.
Yeah, I used to be.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
When
I used to be.
Bogan Aussie.
I used to be bogan, like Aussie bogan, so all that on
I'm
the games.
just big Chris O.
Big Chris,
Big Chris O.
Big Chris O and little Chris O.
Big Chris O's got a big
No,
No.
he doesn't.
foot-o.
Yeah, foot-o, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. No, I'm just no good at it. Everything in mine is like no good at it. Even the production company for this is no good at it. Production.
Mm.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's
Oh,
interesting.
excuse me.
Wow, straight in the mic.
Oh, that was. Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't blame it on anyone else. It came out of your mouth, mate.
So we've both had a pretty big, or we've all had a pretty
Oh.
big week.
Had a fucking shitty end of the week.
Yeah, you got a Maserati again.
Yeah, it's back.
It's back.
It's back for extra stuff. Didn't come back. It was back for extra stuff. And what a nightmare. If anyone ever comes to you with a Maserati coupe, 4200 grand sport for engine mounts, just say no.
Yeah, right.
Not worth it. You're gonna drop the whole subframe. You're gonna
Really?
drop the.
Did you put it on an hourly rate or? Like,
Yeah, I didn't even quote the job.
Yeah, that's it.
It's just gonna be whatever it costs.
Yeah, and
even
that's what
quote
it,
the
that's
job.
what it has
That's-
to be on
yeah.
one of them things. Like you
I
know,
tell him like, man, I've got even no idea where to start.
Let's go V6.
No, V8.
Yeah.
It's a Ferrari
fuck.
Ferrari
Isn't that-
V8. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I reckon it'd be get up and go.
Dan fiddle fingers. Like
Yeah,
told
I
you,
know.
Mike.
I know. I'm fiddling around with it.
Yeah, so he's like 2 weeks into
Twitching.
this
It's
challenge, and
It's the
he's
same
got
size as a stubby.
Yeah,
yeah, gulp.
yeah, too small, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we've had a massive week. Like, Hado's been back on this week, so we've had
All the shit
all
jobs.
the shit
that were
jobs
sitting
coming
here
to
waiting
workshop.
for him.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, we got stuck into that 86, but that 86 has turned out to be a bigger job than expected, so that's been shelved again. We've got the D-Max motor finally got in, went out the door.
Yeah.
We've moved the seat on that little yellow Morris. What else have we done? Oh, the HJ. HJ got done. That
Yeah.
HJ's been sitting here for a little bit. That got sorted. The one for oil leaks, the green one on the
Oh, I
hoist.
thought you were doing a different stuff in it.
Oh, no, he didn't want to go over the diff. I quoted the diff and that scared him.
Yeah, it wouldn't have
So-
been true track and stuff. It
Yeah.
wouldn't have been cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been here for ages.
And then we've had a bit of a full on week. So, well, should I say the boys have had a bit of a full on week? I've had a bit of a
Yeah, you've been a man of leisure this week. You've been going home.
no,
at
not
12,
really leisure. I've been doing a lot of planning and stuff. Now that we've got
The full complement of guys.
we've got 4 mechanics on here plus me. Oh no,
3.
4 including you.
4 including
Including-
thank you.
yeah.
4 including me plus Alex plus Sarah.
Yeah.
Just gotta make sure you're staying in front of the game and make
Yeah.
sure that you're getting enough things out there. So Facebook posts, I've been working on them. We're getting some more filming done next week. I
Yeah.
got to work on, like new customer policies. For instance, a new customer walks in the door, haven't seen them before. Well, we've got this Ventavid thing, so we're going to use it now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when a new customer comes in and their car goes up, we got to gain their trust. So how are you going to do that? We're going to show them their car on a video and what it needs for a service.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and then the other thing is a new customer comes in for a rego. We always get new customers for a rego.
Yeah.
Right? Haven't been here before, just need a rego done. Yeah, no worries, mate. We can get that sorted. But while you're here, we're going to quote you on a service.
Yeah.
Give them a basic service quote. Send them on their way. So, a couple of things like that. I'm just trying to keep, like, we've got everything going now. We've got customers coming in the door. We've got our name out there, but we've just got to stay
Yeah.
on top now.
It's weird, eh? Like I've never really dealt with privateer stuff much in the service scheme of things, but do people just come in for regos?
Yep.
They just come in. to
Oh,
get
they
thought
ring
that-
up. So a lot of people book in.
Yeah.
But some people might ring up and go, "Hey, I need to get a rego
Yeah,
done today."
yeah,
Yeah.
urgent
And,
stuff. But
you know,
there's like, it's just funny. Like you thought they'd have their own mechanic if they have a mechanic. Because not many people like just go from different place to different place,
They're,
unless they've been
bless you.
fucked over by people.
Well, that's it, and and the fresh face in town as well. A lot of people prefer that. Like,
Yeah.
a couple of mechanics recently have shut down around the area, like Tuggerah, North
Yeah.
Wyong, and even Charmhaven. I heard there was a shop up there that. So there are people out there looking for
Yeah.
mechanics, and then you also got, your car's is 5 years old, needs its first rego check.
Yeah.
They're not going to book it in with,
The
manufacturer.
The
Yeah.
manufacturer dealer. Yeah.
Yeah, so they book it in here. 9 times out of 10, when you do a rego on a car after 5 years, it needs
Tyres.
tyres. So, and then they go, "Oh, but what?"
It's the most insane thing that your car cannot be inspected for registration for 5 years.
I know.
Yeah, my bike. I bought a brand new dirt bike.
Yeah,
Same thing.
still.
This year's its last year of not needing a rego check. I mean, of not. Yeah, whatever.
It's parked there. I brought it in for you because I was a nice bloke.
You want to say hello, Precious?
Hi.
Hi. Yeah.
That's not what they say before. Isn't like
We didn't set up a fourth mic because we didn't know if you were sticking around. No.
Nah, he couldn't get on the mic.
No, he's got to go home and warm up his tinny so it's ready for the morning.
He's gonna take his fish for a walk.
Yeah. Take your fish for a walk. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, he's just earned his million by doing a quick fucking cashy.
Million. That's just
Fucking more of a love job.
Yeah.
so the father-in-law doesn't beat him with a stick.
I think that's trailer rent fee.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so we've been doing a bit of planning, and
Yeah.
it never goes to plan when you plan a planning day. So this week I was meant to have Tuesday, Thursday off, and Alex and I we had a whole list of things that we had to go through. I think we did one
Yeah, right.
because I didn't have
No.
Thursday off. I didn't have my Tuesday off. Shut up, dickhead. The banter is 100% back in the workshop this week, isn't it?
Oh, it's on.
It's fucking on.
He's catching up for the last 2 weeks. He's
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's crazy 'cause you've brought Andy on now, and obviously Andy's worked with Hado before. So
Oh,
it's
yeah. That
all
just-
these poor
Yeah, but you
in-jokes
can
to
say heaps of shit to
Brendan.
Andy and he doesn't fucking hear.
yeah.
He just looks at you like, what?
Yeah, we'd shout out to Andy, but he wouldn't hear it. So we're not giving you a shout out. Mate.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
we had to can him this week because all the listeners he's got blown
Yeah.
out.
Like, we were saying that when he answered the phone before we started, or was he? Well, we started.
No.
Anyways,
well,
we were saying that when he answers the phone, he yells down the phone. So you're one of those people that you'd be like, "Fuck, what the fuck?" Pull the phone away from your ear, pull it up. Yeah, love you, Andy. Still gonna pay out on you though, bro. Yeah, well, and he rocked up in his short shorts this week.
Oh, wasn't
Yeah.
that a sight?
Yeah,
oh,
but they weren't even the short shorts. They were just the short shorts.
no,
like,
short longs according to him.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, there was so many times there he's fucking gotten down and putting the hoist arms under the cars and shit. I'm like, his brains are going to fall out. The
dude.
brains are going to be hanging out in a second.
The tackle bag's flopping out for sure.
Fucking hell.
So, but yeah, we've had Hado's had a couple of good jobs this week, haven't you, Hado? Yeah, Nissan Pathfinder for head gaskets.
V6. Heady.
V6, yuck. Wasn't too bad though, was it? You
Fuck up.
you enjoyed it. You enjoyed it. You enjoyed it. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
he enjoyed it. He's got the.
Leave me alone.
That's it. Leave him alone.
Yeah,
Let him do his
that's- he
thing.
likes
He
to be
likes
done.
that shit. Yeah, he might act all fucking tough and no, fucking give me this shit job, but he loves it.
Oh, thanks. I
Hey,
really
yeah.
like this job. You don't come and annoy me.
Yeah, don't have to.
He just sits there and fucking whinges non-stop.
Oh yeah,
We've all
and
listened to
whistles to songs so fucking loud, it's annoying.
He wants to whistle whenever time I want to whistle.
That's fuck. I don't know how many times
I've done the
sing
same,
something,
yeah.
And both of us should go off at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah, and
that's cute.
I've said
Oh.
I've said it to him heaps of times. This is my song. Shut up. Sorry.
Lunacy.
But yeah, and then next week's actually looking pretty busy for us again too. So it's good. What are you looking at? You don't. Oh, he's Chad.
Don't-
He's touching your stuff,
It
Chad.
broken your diagram.
Brogan, just fucking comes out. It's a seal.
Oh, is it Teflon?
No, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, don't put any oil on that one, mate.
It's an oil-free one, mate.
So hey, I believe you said something about a tool.
Oh yes, tool talk.
Can you shut the door?
Yes, please.
Don't let it hit you on the way out.
It's not really a tool. It's more of a thing you use with a tool.
You may as well hold up a sec because he's
Yeah,
about to
it's
bring the
the
roller
roller
door
door.
down.
Oh, it's gonna get really noisy.
Yeah.
Quick, mute it.
And turn the
Can I get a
Oh,
I don't know
where
what
do
he's
you-
doing. He's
Oh, now he's gonna. All right, we're back after that quick break.
Yeah,
sorry
sorry
about the
about that.
silence.
Turn the air
door is
compressor off.
very
It's already
loud.
off. I turned it off ages ago.
Oh, you're a good girl. Thank
I
you.
know. It was. Didn't you hear it? Oh, you weren't here.
Yeah, what?
You driving your daughter home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
So it's
tell us.
called the Alpha On-Site Plus Step Tip Step Cutter.
Fuck me. Could you imagine asking the bloke that actually has that in the workshop?
Yeah.
Can I borrow your step cutter, step
Alpha's fucking.
fucking
Yeah. So Alpha's the brand, obviously.
All right.
They
But
make-
what does it do?
So it's a new step drill bit, right?
Okay. So can I have your reamer?
Yeah, basically. So it's got everything is 10 mil, so you can cut 10 mil thick steel.
See, that's actually pretty good because of
Yeah.
the fact that, like, when you use our normal reamers, right? If you're going through, well, you need to go a little bit thicker.
Thicker.
It's
Yeah, you get stuck on the bigger size.
yeah.
But I was watching them on TikTok, and they said they did 1,000 holes. Hey,
My man.
It's
I mean, oops.
7 batteries, like 7 cordless tool batteries, 7 hours or something, three bottles of lubricant, and did 1,000 drill holes, and it was still going. The drill bit.
3 bottles of lubricant.
Yeah,
Hey? Wow, mum jokes are coming in.
yeah, that's insane.
It's all right. I saw your mum today, mate, remember?
Yeah, like look at it. It's fucking crazy looking.
Catch a
Oh,
cock.
it's like a full-on
Yeah,
fucking
it's crazy.
drill. What? Yeah, all right.
Remember
Okay.
your tie rope.
Okay.
He's gonna need it.
It's insane. It's got like angles on it everywhere.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
It's
I had a phone call, sorry.
it's insane. Like it's just crazy looking. Drill bit, and it's just I was watching the videos of them.
Don't
and
forget your babysitter, Hato. Yep, sorry.
they just smashes steel.
You know what it looks like? Have you seen the
Fucking hell.
It's
there's
crazy, yeah.
like one of those burrowing
Yeah, it's like it's insane.
wow.
Door shut, buddy.
Fuck.
$155.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
If you can see it, Google
Mm-hmm.
if you guys can get your phone out.
Yeah,
Or you
it's
got your phone out, you're listening to us. Google what is it? The Alpha
Alpha plus Alpha
on-site plus step cutter, 3.3 to 10.2 mil.
Oh, you're not gonna remember that by the time. You're gonna have to pause it every time he says a word.
It's insane. Like
Alpha Step Cutter. Google that, see if it comes
yeah.
up.
It's
that's
insane. It's
Fucking hell.
a fucking stupid name
Wild
though.
looking bit of gear.
But so the tip is stepped, right? So apparently that helps it stop it from wobbling around. So it like just will hold. So you don't need to center punch it. I was watching this dude. He said he didn't center punch it. He just went straight through this 10 mil.
See,
steel.
part of me goes, oh, I want it because I want to know if it's that good.
Yeah, exactly.
See how it goes with a couple of decent sized ball bearings, but
Oh,
see
it
if
would.
that'll fuck
No,
it.
it would cook it. Ball bearings would cook.
Oh
it.
yeah,
Like,
ball bearing different.
that's
Different.
That's insane. But if you just like trying to drill through like a chassis, like on Land Cruisers and stuff, and then you need to put that for the tow bars on it.
I wouldn't drill through
That's
that.
what
Chizzy.
you're
It'll
trying-
fucking snap.
That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to buy it. So when you're doing a Land Cruiser fucking DVM upgrade and airbag kit,
Don't need. Yeah.
airbag kit, yeah.
Yeah. No. I'll,
Smart man.
yeah. That's it.
Why
I'll
spend my money
yeah,
when I
absolutely.
your money?
See, spend your money on stuff.
Bought yourself a grinder yet or what?
No. That's well past the three uses. I was in
Sure
there
is.
grinding a Maserati earlier.
So I found out something about Milwaukee, and I'm going to let out a bit of a I don't know if it's a secret or not.
Well,
So Benny, hey Benny, he's an apprentice, right?
yeah.
He's an electrician apprentice, and apparently, if he buys Milwaukee from his residential specialist, he gets 40% stuff free. No, so like he buys what he wants.
40% off?
No. So he buys what he wants, but then they're going to give him 40%. So they're going to give him like a batteries
batteries.
and bag and all that sort of stuff. So
Yeah, right.
we need an apprentice.
I'll be an apprentice if I get that.
I would have. You need to get one of these as well for your grinder.
I need to get one of these for my grinder.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the grinder that you use more than I do?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Sweet.
You need to get the universal quick change nut.
Okay.
So it's this little tab. You just flick up the unscrew it and screw it on, instead of the two.
Is it actual Milwaukee thing or is it?
Well, the Milwaukee do one,
Yeah. Okay.
and Kanga also do one as well. Which is ironic because the Milwaukee one's actually cheaper.
So I spent money last week at Total Tools, Sydney Tools. Which one's the
Yeah.
one down here?
Sydney.
Sydney Tools.
It was originally going to be Total Tools, but they didn't go ahead.
Oh.
Got turned to Sydney Tools.
So Sydney Tools. I went in there, had to kill some time.
Fucking idiots that work in there, by the way.
So-
Shout out Sydney Tools. They almost gave me a job as a senior retail specialist with no retail experience.
Nice.
That's how good they are. Well, they
Well-
did. They offered me the job.
Benny and I were trying to kill some time, and
Oh, that's dangerous.
the
to send
shop
two
shop
tradies.
shop that we were going to didn't open until 10, and it was 9:45.
What the fuck shop are you trying to get to?
Next Gen
Oh, the that's su-
nutrition supplement
supplement
store.
shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we thought, oh, we'll just stop off here. And then I walked in, and then I saw all these signs, buy this and get this for redemption, and buy this, and
Yeah.
I was like, all right. So I had a look, and then I was like, oh, so if I buy that,
Next minute the basket was full.
right, for $300, you're going to give me a $289 reciprocating saw. And they're like, yeah,
Is it the little one or the big one?
the little one, little 12 volt.
Yeah, little 12. Yeah, that. Maybe it's called a hacksaw.
It's called a hacksaw,
Yeah,
is it?
the Milwaukee call them a hacksaw. But
Sorry,
yeah, same
but
shit.
yeah.
It's great.
So I
little
was
tool.
like, okay, all right. So I picked up something.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, sweet, I've got something. And he's like, but if you spend $140 more, you're going to get a free bag on wheels, and like you can actually use it to take away with you.
All right.
All right, show
Oh,
me.
yeah, that's it.
So I bought us a screwdrivers, which are 1,000 volt.
Which you needed
1,000
anyway.
Yeah, I needed anyways.
the-
1,000 volt rated.
Yeah.
And a Imperial socket center because it was on sale. So, and some little cutting discs for our little handheld.
3-inch handheld
Yeah.
Milwaukee grinder.
So,
What do you think of the sockets?
yeah, they're good. I like the
What do you
sockets.
feel the ratchet? Ratchet feels pretty good.
I like it. I like it all.
For what it is.
for what it is,
the
yeah.
price as well.
And like, yeah, okay, it's an Imperial set. So, but at the moment, I'm noticing, like, especially with this thing,
Yeah, but then you're getting more and more older cars.
and
you're
well,
gonna
even
need-
the boat's mostly Imperial. So having that, it's like, oh yeah, sweet, all
It's
right.
just good to have one. I've got one.
Yeah, I've got some.
Yeah, I also got the Milwaukee Imperial 3/8 set,
Yeah, okay.
which is great.
So that's
Yeah.
me. I've got fucking basically nothing when it comes to Imperial stuff.
Yeah,
Mm.
so did I. But then I kept working on old Jaguars, and I was like, "This is an
Better do
expensive.
something.
This is an expensive car. I don't want to be."
so you're the Jag expert, so we can
I'm not the
refer
fucking
Rob
Jag.
to you.
I'm not the Jag expert. I just know how to do wheel alignments.
Hey Rob, if you listen to this,
If you need a wheel alignment on your Jag, I can do
it's
it for you. but
$75.
that's it. 75.
That's just to put it on the hoist.
70.
75 bucks per head to go on each wheel.
Yeah, that's it. For a Jag, yeah, that's just for me to go, nah, buddy.
Nah, buddy.
Sorry, our machine doesn't fit on your wheels. So Fulcrum been doing these things where they get customers they can book in to get like the checkups and stuff done. And Fulcrum just say we offer them a free suspension checkup, but if they want anything else, you charge them whatever you want.
Yeah, okay.
That's what they said. So free suspension checkup. So I had one booked in yesterday or the day before. Was a free suspension checkup and a brake check. I was like, yeah, sweet. This gives you $75 for the brake check. Like road test it, make sure everything's good. Look underneath. He goes, oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'll let you know. I'm like, you booked it in for a free suspension checkup and a brake check, and he didn't turn up. I'm like, you cheapskate. I'm just like,
So he didn't want to pay for the brake check.
yeah, he didn't want to pay for the brake check.
But
But
Yeah,
then
okay.
I was just like, what do you mean? So many people have come in. Well, they always ring up saying, "Oh, how much is look at my car?" I was like, "Well, it's going to start off at $75. It was only half an hour. If it takes me an hour, 150. Like, that's what it is.
yeah.
But but then if they come in and they book the work in, they don't have to pay up
Well,
front.
people
They just
people
pay.
don't understand as well.
Yeah.
And this is what I was talking to Sarah about today.
Yeah.
The car went on a hoist. As soon as the car goes on a hoist,
Yeah.
that's a minimum half-hour charge.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, so like that white one that you looked over
Subi.
today, yeah, Subi, it went on the hoist, and I said, she's like, "Are we charging her anything like that?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah." She wanted us to check it over. She wanted us to put it on the hoist. We've checked tire pressures. We've checked it
That's
over.
Minimum half
So
hour.
so you know, I'm sorry, but yeah, we got to charge for this stuff, and the customer knew that well and good because
Yeah.
sometimes customers come in here. And you know, if they're a good long time customer,
Oh,
like
it's
for
a totally
instance,
different
today I had a customer come in. We offer free regos with our services, right? I don't know why everyone doesn't do that, but anyways, it's we serviced his car 4 weeks ago. Now that's something we should have picked up on. We should have picked up that his car's due for rego in 4
Yeah.
weeks. While it's here, we do a rego check. We didn't, so he came in today. We did the rego check, and I said, "Don't worry about it, mate. You know,
Yeah.
it's yours." And he goes, "Oh, really? You know, I'm happy to pay." And no, we should have picked this up last week
Yeah.
or last month or whatever it was. So,
Yeah.
so that's the other thing we've got to do is check the regos on cars.
Yeah. Surely there's got to be an automated system for that.
There's Service New South Wales.
No, but I mean like a system where you can just like a little bit easier system than
I'm surprised that hasn't been implemented with Mechanics Desk.
that's what I mean.
100%.
Like comes up with
So you can
Takes
hit
the
the
data from
button.
that.
Well, you can hit the button on Mechanics Desk
Mechanics Desk
and go
gets all the
look up.
information from RMS.
Well, yeah, you can hit the button and go look up, and it'll give you engine numbers. It'll give you
Yes.
chassis numbers, the car, all that sort of stuff. But it won't give you the rego due date or the compliance date.
Yeah.
that's just frustrating.
A little bit.
That's just ridiculous. that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So Vin from Mechanics Desk, if you listen to this, which probably you don't,
Fix it.
fix it. Yeah.
Make it happen, motherfucker.
Rego checks. Rego checks. And
Yeah,
then when a car
surely
comes
there's
in
gonna be a system.
for a rego and we book out a rego and you press enter, it automatically changes the date to 2025 instead of
Yeah.
having to
Yeah.
go in there and manually
You
change
can
it.
set up Mechanics Desk to send out service reminders and all sorts of shit, and it does it all by itself.
Yeah.
Why can't you do the same thing for Rego? You need a Rego check because your Rego's coming up in.
Well, it
So, and that's
does,
the amount
but
of
I think
days.
you have to have I think you have to get your rego check done there.
But see, at the same time too, a lot of people don't realise is the rego checks last for 6 months. So if you come in for a service in June and your car's due for
Which is
rego
ridiculous, by the way.
in November, we can do a rego check for you then, and then you can pay your rego.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Personally, I don't like that idea.
I don't like the idea
Doesn't-
either.
yeah.
But at the same
They
time, if
renew
a
their
customer comes in and asks for that, well then we've got to give it to
Yeah,
them.
Yeah.
But
that's right,
but that's the thing, like and there's people advertising that out there. Your cars, 6 months it lasts for. So if you're getting a service now, then you can get this done.
Which is insane.
Well, it is
So that's
because
just-
like if a car came in here today and it was due for
should be a
regoing,
month.
due
a
for
minimum.
Well, it used to be 3 months.
Yeah, it should be like the time of like when you get your paper, like 6 weeks or whatever it is,
Yeah.
from when you get your letter to
Yeah.
when you need to get it done.
Actually-
that's the time the pink
I
slip
lie.
should be valid for.
I lie. It
What
used
is
to
it?
be like 42 days.
Yeah, it should be like should
I
be
don't
Because-
get it. 30 days should be tops.
Because car yards, I remember when I was doing stuff for a private car yard down the road, he used to have to get so if he'd get a pink
Bulk.
slip, he'd get a pink slip on the car on say Friday afternoon, right? In the mean to hopefully sell it over the next week. But if he didn't sell it in the next 42 days, he had to come back and get another
Yeah.
one. But again, lasting 6 months, if a car came in here today and its tyres were at 2 mil, and we said to the customer, listen, you're going to need some tyres, they're at the point where we recommend replacing, and they said no, well then I wouldn't write a rego up
yeah.
because in that 5 months,
yeah.
it's going
They're
to
gonna
need
be
tyres.
Yeah, fucking oath it will.
So
Yeah, there's limiting factors there where you have to be
Yeah.
a bit smart about it.
exactly.
But even still, like cars, brakes, especially new cars, brakes that are metal on metal, they'll pass a fucking brake test.
Exactly.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can get
And
anything.
as
to
long as
pass.
it passes a brake test, from what I understand anyway, there's not much you can do about it,
Correct.
which is fucking wrong.
Yeah.
To be honest, I've actually never seen a car fail a brake test that wasn't either too you were going too fast or
Too slow.
too
We had
slow
one
or
the
something.
other day. What was that? What was that on?
You just jump on the pedal.
I don't know, but I passed it.
You were gone for a fair old while.
No.
I tried 3 times.
I think it was an
and
old Hilux, wasn't it?
It was. It was,
Oh,
it was a Hilux. Yeah.
It was an old Hilux.
Yeah. Hilux. The fucking thing wouldn't stop.
The proportioning valve was wrong or something.
It stopped, but it was just. I think it was running. I can't remember. It wasn't that white one, was it?
Oh, I can't remember.
Was it
now.
the defected one?
No. It was the one I did the body lift removal on.
No, it was a defected
yeah,
one.
it was a
That
defective
was-
one.
yeah.
Yeah, right. That shouldn't really.
So it was a
have anything
KUN
wrong.
26.
Yeah, but
The
yeah,
one-
it stopped,
Yeah.
but I don't think it stopped to the point where if
Shouldn't.
it was my son's car,
You probably needed a proportioning valve. It would have had what year model was it?
Call it a 2010 model. Call it.
Still might have had a proportioning valve. Might have needed the extender.
so if there's actually people out there that aren't mechanics listening to this, and you've got a 4-wheel drive at the moment, make sure your 4-wheel drive is ADR compliant because the cops are out there defecting left, right, and center. We had that one come in for body lifts and all this sort of stuff. We fixed all that, and then we had another one come in on the same day, I think, for a rego check.
That was the highlight.
The
yeah.
white
The
highlights.
The
Yeah.
LM106.
Yeah, and anyways, that came in, and we all just looked at it and just went, "No way!" Yeah, red P plater, bald tires, lifted
Jacked
too
up.
high.
Smokes like you will not believe.
Oh yeah, like EPA would have been all over that thing, and
Weird screwy suspension, and it's been
Yeah.
fiddled with LM106
Oh, yeah.
screws.
oh,
and
missing roll bars in the front.
Yeah.
It was just
It was a beacon to be pulled over.
yeah, and it was 12 grand. I quoted him,
Mm.
12 grand to get everything, and then he's like, "I only paid 8 grand for the car," and like
Paid
he's.
eight grand too much, mate.
I spoke to his parents, and his parents are like, this is his learning lesson. He needs to, like, he ran out and bought this car without us seeing it or anything like that.
Yeah.
So he now needs to learn his lesson. It's an expensive lesson, but he needs to learn. So,
Hopefully you won't do it again.
well, yeah, unless, if it was me, I'd take the car home and I'd slowly work on it, because
Yeah.
it's still good highlights.
It's an
Like
old-
it's
it's
still
old Hilux. They go
it's-
forever.
Yeah, so I'd take it home and I'd just slowly do some work
Oh,
on
yeah.
it.
Turn it into a weekender.
Just
Yeah.
take it up
Slowly chip it away at
I forget the dude, but he's up on the mid north coast. He specialises in modifying LN106s, take him up there and say, just go at it.
Drop
Yeah,
drop
just-
the old what'd you say, the Buick 3.8 in it?
Yuck.
Oh,
The
everyone-
commie motor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The perfect motor for it next door.
Actually, that's going in the boat.
Yeah.
The riverboat.
No, in the boat.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're going to make a Thailand riverboat out of that thing.
That's what they
Poor
had.
Forger.
I think you said it yesterday, or Andy
It's
said
like
it
going in there
yesterday.
before I take the intake manifold off.
Oh, I'll just have your one when you take it off. But then, I think Andy said, "Oh, just dump the 4J in it," because I was saying LS
Yeah,
swap
that
it.
was me.
And then you said it, and then Haydo said it today as well. Why don't you dump the 4J in this? Well, it's not a bad idea, but I don't know the
Be
weight
a fucking
situation.
shit. Well,
Don't
that,
put 'em in
the
that
donk
tiny-
that's in there at the moment, that's a whole car. That's a whole iron top and bottom, isn't it? Or is it?
Well, yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Didn't
the
you say it's a-
4JJ1. That's cast bottom and alloy head. Fuck, it wouldn't be much
Yeah,
more.
but
is
it's got a heap more shit on it, like injector pump and
turbo?
turbo.
I reckon that'd be pretty close. I reckon the 4JJ would make that boat go better.
Well, that can be our next winter project.
It'd be a project for 5 winters.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a quick project.
It'd be better on fuel. I reckon it'd be a fucking good idea.
I reckon someone's done it before.
I reckon the only thing you
Oh,
have to
there'd
do
be
is
tons of-
change the gearbox ratios in the leg. Because you're not going to be able to get it to spin as quick.
You do that then. And at least you'll be able to pop bang it.
Yeah. You blow big bubbles underwater.
Pop bang until the crank goes see up.
Yeah. No. Shh.
I still to this day have never
No,
seen
no,
one
I
snap.
say it all the time. I'm just like, it's on like Facebook, all on the 4J groups and stuff. Like, oh, another
Are
snap
they
crank.
standard cranks that they're cracking? Or like
Doesn't
snapping?
matter. You've said you've tuned them to like
I-
300 horse.
Yeah, I've done
Plus.
350 horsepower plus
Never seen an issue.
4JJs unopened.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Maybe it's the people that modify them, like put.
I mean,
all
you
the
got to be
different.
careful. It's all about cylinder pressures with anything, whether it's a
Yeah.
petrol or a diesel or fucking anything.
Yeah, who knows? The tune could be fucking awful.
Yeah. If you like petrol cars, peak torque, you throw ignition timing at it where it sees peak torque, your cylinder pressures skyrocket, and that's when you bend rods and shatter
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you just don't know what the tune is either. Like you just go, oh,
Well, that's
put
why-
everything in it, and you snap the
Well,
crank.
you,
Like,
Yeah.
you had
You
one come in
tuned
the other day that was tuned by
Another company.
another company. I'd say a reputable company.
Mm-hmm.
And since it was tuned, it's been going into limp mode and all that sort of stuff. But you were locked out of the computer, so you just went in and just started fresh, didn't you?
Yeah, so I used not genuine dealer
Yeah.
level tools, but I got other tools that I can access. Forescan, another one. That's the one I used.
Foreskin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it still had, again, it was a 2016 model, and the ECU in that thing had never been updated since the day it drove off the production line. So it was about 15 or 16 updates that had been released. So I updated it to the latest one, which obviously completely rewrote the entire ECU,
Yeah.
which got rid of the tune and the tuner lock, so I could get into
So
the
what
ECU
do
and start it again.
So you mean it was locked? So they just locked it so no one could go into it and check their tune?
Yeah, so you can't. So you can still data log and all that kind of
Yeah.
shit. Anything with a scan tool, basically, you can do on the majority of locks. But when you try and read the ECU, you don't have. So you got to have. It's basically a handshake.
Yeah.
So the tool that's trying to communicate with the car
Yeah.
will handshake with the car, basically with a password.
Yeah. Yeah.
That password's been changed and customized. And if my tool doesn't know the password to that, then obviously
Yeah. Right. So
it's the easiest way to put it.
They locked it
Yeah.
intentionally, or that's just what has to happen when you tune
No.
them, or that they
No,
just did that.
that's completely up to the tuner.
Yeah. It's complete. Yeah. So yeah. They
I'm
obviously-
not a big fan of it. I don't lock anything unless I know the customer's a fiddler, which I have had in the past.
Yeah.
When you say a fiddler, like what can they get to get in there? And
So I had a Commodore come in.
Well, they could probably get all
and-
the same software you can, couldn't they? They just
Yeah,
have to buy the
anyone.
stuff.
So for a Commodore, the best thing that I know of anyway, to tune a Commodore with is HP tuners.
yeah,
What HP tuners a couple of years back, you could buy the dongle and the software for like $400, and you had access to everything. It's obviously skyrocketed now.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, same thing. He put his own supercharger and did all this work to it, and he tried to tune it himself. And it come to us, and it was just a fucking nightmare.
yeah. See, I like.
But then I
I
tuned
wouldn't
it
even
and
do
fixed
that.
it, and then 3 months later, he kept fiddling with it, and it come back with the same issues. So I went, I'm locking the fucking ECU, because if something goes wrong,
It's on us.
Yeah.
all he has to do is save whatever come out of the computer that I put in there. He can fuck with everything, blows it up, puts my tune back into it, and go, your tune blew up the car.
Yeah.
What is the
Yeah.
recourse on that though? Can they actually get anything out of it? Because it's just like you
again-
modify the car. It's unfortunately this would happen when you modify cars.
That's
It was an
why-
old VY Commodore
But that's why as well you
mean-
have that
indemnity.
indemnity.
I mean, so in theory, that indemnity form for an old car like that,
Yeah.
if it had have gone to court, we explain the risks. That indemnity
Yeah.
form explains everything to you. It covers our ass, but at the same time, we've had a very similar issue with a MUX where a customer thought he'd try and fuck with it, and what he ended up doing was getting a tune file off whatever it was, some website, and he tried to jam the tune file that wasn't for that car into the ECU. Yeah, it worked. The car started and drove, but it kept throwing engine lights and limp moding and this and that and whatever else. So when I tried to recover it and try and put the file that should have been in the car, the ECU bricked. That ended up going to court,
All right.
and we lost.
The issue bricked.
The ECU bricked. So
Explain.
basically, when an ECU bricks,
Who knew we were going to get tech tips?
Yeah, I know, right?
Just be
yeah,
pulled
so
it
when
out
an
of
EC
him.
basically when an ECU bricks, yes, you can recover some. It's very difficult to recover a bricked ECU if you can. So basically, it just becomes a paperweight.
Yeah, it just
So-
it
And
shuts
hence
down.
the-
Hey,
Yeah, so
The
there's
brick.
in pretty much any ECU. I'm trying to dull it down so that everyone can sort of understand. There's a thing called a bootloader, or a boot area. It depends on what you want to call it. So when you turn your ignition on, basically the ECU looks at this particular part, and that's how the ECU turns on. If that's been erased or it's not there, the ECU doesn't know how to turn on. Therefore, you can't communicate with
yeah,
it.
it's just dead.
It just because basically becomes a paperweight.
Yeah, okay. Like, see, this shit just fucking.
Um,
Wow, this is like there's a lot in it, and
Yeah,
a lot
you
of
gotta be
people
careful.
don't actually realize.
That's why you shouldn't
So-
fiddle with stuff you don't know.
Going off the hardware and the software and all the rest of it that was supposed to be in this ECU for this car, yeah, it was just a shit fight. Anyway, that ended up going to court. Even though he signed the indemnity form, we didn't know any of this at the
Yeah.
time. That he fucked with it previously. He never admitted it, but after getting the file out of the car, you could see where basically the ECU, whatever he tried to use to program this file into it, only programmed half of it, and you could see there was mismatched data and all sorts of shit. But anyway, we tried to recover it, and then we ended up going to court about it because it bricked. We ended up losing, even with the indemnity form.
Okay.
So it's a fucking...
Fortunately, that was just an ECU though.
Yeah, it's still a $3,000 ECU.
Oh, dang.
Mm.
Yeah, right. So had you worked on that car previously?
No.
So he
Never
come to
seen
you.
him, never seen him in his life.
He came to you after he fiddled with it,
Mm.
and then it got broken.
Yeah,
'cause
so it was an ex-ambulance car.
You took the code. You tried to get the data out of it, but it took too much data. Basically,
to a
yeah.
point,
Yeah, to a point like you recovered all the data, but unfortunately, because of the stuff he put on it,
yeah.
you took all the data off the ECU and it
Pretty
just
much. It
no
just
longer.
it wiped everything.
Yeah, fucking dog.
It's
Yeah, right. So they
Anyway,
still,
that was a head fuck.
So the courts blamed you for that.
Yeah, because we couldn't prove we could prove to a point that yes, someone else had been in that ECU, but he only just bought the car, and he had done exhaust, he had done bull bar, he had done tires, lift, this,
Yeah.
that, whatever, and he said he did it all himself, and then he said he wanted a tune, so he brought it into us.
So
With engine lights and
how'd you
fucking all
find
this
out
other shit.
about the him doing the tune file? Other than
So the parts of the file that was in there didn't overwrite a lot of the information of what was in there
yeah,
in the way of software version and all sorts of other shit. So when you had, basically I pulled the file that was out of it, and I had an exact matching file that was supposed to be for that particular software version, that hardware version, and so on and so forth. You match the two together, and half of the file that come out of that car
didn't match.
didn't match what it should have matched.
Yeah, right. So you got a DMAX file or
Don't know exactly.
don't know. Yeah, got a Taiwanese riverboat file for all we know.
We see it all the time where people will buy online files
Yeah.
and jam them in their car, but they're from the US or whatever.
Why?
It causes issues. They're not. It's just,
And what's
just a fucking-
the price difference? Like, surely those file like you do remote tuning as
Yeah.
well. So what's a file cost to send to
Depends.
some?
So for a diesel, say you want a stage 2 for a diesel, and your EGR turned off. Anyway, about 350 to 380.
Yeah,
well,
right.
350, $400 thereabouts.
Yeah,
For a custom file made for your car,
and that's
and if it
sent
needs
to another tuner somewhere, or is that
so,
or are you doing to people or
or it could be for anyone.
yeah.
Anyone.
They got the
So,
software to do it. You just send
as long as they've got the software to program their car,
yeah.
which nowadays
It's,
is fucking.
the
You can
barrier
get
to
some,
entry is not
you
very
can-
high.
No, not
Yeah.
anymore.
Interesting.
Yes, very, very,
there you
very,
go.
very, very interesting.
There's a tech tip for everybody. If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it.
fucking touch it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like Triton yesterday. So we had a Triton towed in on.
Oh yeah,
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
We had a Triton towed in
I was towed in it was towed in like
Wednesday.
Tuesday or something.
I don't know. Whatever time I had to get here, it's
But it was worked on.
Sparrow's 5 in the morning.
4M41 engine. I think.
Yeah. So
deal.
towed in. Bloke thought he'd do his own water pump and timing belt.
That's always a good sign.
So snapped the bolt on the water pump and said the water pump's still leaking. I need you to have a look at it. So we got it towed in for us to look at that. Little did we know that he's tried to start it and whatnot, and he had the 7 teeth out on the timing belt. So Mr. Valve met
Yeah.
Mr. Piston.
That's just stuff the
And
whole motor.
No compression yet, no. So, so he ended up getting it towed back home
To put a second-hand donk in it.
sit in the driveway. Well, he reckons he was going to part it out, so we'll see. But
Better off getting a second-hand
yeah.
donk putting it in.
well, he asked for a quote on two second-hand donk and heads, but then
There's
you know
no
then he
point doing
said.
heads.
Then he said, "Oh no, it's gonna like he didn't. He had a limit with us. He gave us a limit of money to spend
Yeah.
on it,
It wouldn't.
and it wouldn't.
I think it was a very minimal limit
yeah,
as well.
It was a very minimal.
Wouldn't even touch the sides of the budget that needed to do
Nope.
it.
Nope. So
Yeah, a second-hand donk was.
So yeah. So at the end of the day, if you don't know what you're doing, don't touch it.
Yeah, seriously.
Like
Right.
leave it alone.
That's not a sugar-free one. You're in trouble,
You
Brendan.
can't even hear that.
I just grabbed it.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. So, and that's like that points to my sticker that I've got behind my
Yeah.
desk. You know, if you want to watch, it's going to cost you this much.
Yeah, that's it.
If you've worked on it before, it's going to cost you this much. If you're trying to tell me how to do my job, it's going to cost you this much.
Yeah. And if you've worked on it before, try and tell me how to do my job, and you're watching me, it's costing you a lot.
A lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't come in here and say Google said.
Yeah.
Well, if
Google.
Google said, get Google to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. My mate will get your mate to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Champion.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh,
Wow. Hey,
Oh,
feisty.
I hate it.
Yeah, nah, don't touch shit you don't know. Like, like that kid with the body lift, right? He came in and he said, "Oh, what's it going to cost to take?" So I gave him a quote on what it's going to cost and the hours that we're going to spend on it because we had to modify front bar and everything. And anyways, he turned around and he goes, "Do you reckon I could do it myself?" And I said, "Allow yourself about a month." And he went, "Huh?" And I said, "Well, if he was an electrician, if I was going to rewire a house, it'd probably take me about 6 months.
yeah.
How long would it take you?" And he goes, "Oh, not that long." And I said, "Exactly. So allow yourself a month."
Well, it was about 2 days, or it was a day and a half or something.
Yeah, a day and a half.
Yeah, because you had to modify.
It was a clusterfuck. They had multiple. They had like multiple mounts in multiple areas, plus the lift kit. Plus, it was just what the fuck. It was a backyard job. To
Yeah.
begin with.
Yeah, the bull bar, like there was holes in the bull bar which looked like
It was
you could've-
already a cheap bull bar as well. It was
But
already
but the holes there looked like it could have easily been brought up and brought down, but they'd added an extra piece into it, and it was just
Yeah. In the winch cradle. Well,
We had-
I would call it winch
See,
cradle. They welded brackets. Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Again, like what people don't understand too is for about an hour there we had 3 mechanics on it,
and me.
and you, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but that's
Trying to
3
wrestle
mechanics
a
for an
fucking-
hour, so that's 3 hours labour.
Yeah,
Trying to
by
wrestle a
rights. Yeah,
fucking
it's
bull
3
bar.
hours later.
Yeah, trying to wrestle a bull bar, so that had been incorrectly fitted. and-
Although I will say, whoever added the brackets to the winch cradle, if that's what you want to call it, where the bull bar bolts to, they did a pretty good job.
they knew what they were doing.
I mean, it was pretty hard to tell
That it had been-
until we got the bull bar off and went, yeah, that's been added.
yeah,
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 that's
right.
been added. That
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair
it looked
enough.
like an eBay bull bar to start off with, so I was questioning like, oh, it's just a crappy fitting bull bar, but obviously there was other stuff added hindering us all.
And
Yeah.
fucking had an insult to injury. I went to take the body lift out of the tray, out of the tub, and obviously they couldn't get the tub to line up perfectly square with all the
Oh, they-
mounting. So they just grabbed a rattle gun and just fucking sent every fucking bolt
and use tech screws.
and tech screws
Oh,
with
yeah,
a bit
the-
of box steel and,
Yeah.
and basically a tin can to hold. I was fucked.
Yeah, so the tray's still lifted.
Just get shit done properly. Just
Yeah.
Yeah,
get done,
you
get it
didn't
done
even
properly.
notice it really, the tub. Like you could look at it sort of, but
Well,
It's
so
pretty-
the bloke apparently told me that the dude that did the body lift just used a bottle jack, and I was like, "What?"
I call fucking bullshit. I had the hoist, I had floor
Jacks,
jacks,
yeah.
I had
Yeah,
fucking
he-
slings
he
and
might-
shit
might have used-
everywhere.
might have used it, but he's probably done like 100 of them or something. Like he's done heaps of them. Or
Well,
something.
no,
Well, if
even
he's done them
using-
all like the way he did this one,
Yeah,
but
he's
even using a
danger
bottle
to
jack,
society.
like there was nowhere to like
Jack, yeah.
a bottle jack.
Crumple.
You'd have to have it. You'd be using some timber. Let's just say that some timber
Yeah.
or a jack stand or something.
if he did do it with a bottle jack, I take my hat off to him. And if he's got all his fucking fingers,
yeah,
I'll buy the man a beer.
there's a couple of scary moments there, wasn't there?
Oh, mate.
So
Doing body lifts in general is just
Just stay
rubbish.
away from backyard mechanical stuff. It's just not worth
no,
not
no,
worth the
definitely not.
hassle. Get shit done properly. Yeah, you just pay once, cry once, done.
Yeah, yeah.
But in saying that, we're not, if you want to have a go at it, just be careful and do plenty of research.
Yeah, if you're gonna have a go at it, make sure you know what you. Make
Yeah.
sure you've got a fair idea. You know,
Or
my-
a friend at least that's
Yeah.
in the field of
Oh, no,
mechanical.
no. I wouldn't say in the field of mechanical. Yeah, never friend because I have a friend. I have a mate.
Yeah.
When you
And
like,
if you think it's too hard, just go to a mechanic and ask the question. Just be
Yeah.
like, Do you reckon this is feasible for someone who's got limited experience
And
to
I'll,
do?
I'll tell you exactly what I told the kid the other day. You know, you're an
Yeah.
electrician. Take me 6 months. Take you, you
Yeah.
know.
And it depends what kind of car it is. Say
Yeah.
it's an 86 and you want to put your own coilovers in. Yeah, absolutely. There's about 1 million videos on YouTube that will show you
Yeah.
how to
Yeah.
do it, and then
Yeah.
that's fine. You just got to be careful you do everything up tight.
Yeah.
And
and
then-
then I'd probably be paying the money to go and make sure that it's
Yeah,
it's
get-
fine.
and then
That's
you
probably
take
the
it to
best fucking
Yeah.
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 Pay-
Then you,
Have a crack at it yourself,
but then take it and
but
say,
then go and get it
check
checked
it
by a
over.
Get it
professional.
checked,
And that's
'cause you-
not just for mechanical. That's for fucking anything.
yeah,
For anything.
Yeah.
because you got to get a wheel alignment anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So if you say, "Oh, can you just do a wheel alignment and set right heights?"
I don't
then
need to do a wheel
no-
alignment
no-
and
no
touch
one-
the steering wheel.
no one will set right heights for you.
Yeah, 3 months later, you got no fucking inner edge left.
I think I just saw a mozzie flying around. over
Yeah, it's
here.
probably the same one that flew into my eye before, and you
Oh.
just fucking called the ambulance on me.
Yeah, well,
pricks.
I just saw it. And it don't better not fucking come over here.
Why? What's wrong with the Mozzie?
They itch.
Yeah, everyone
Getting-
says they get it. I never get attacked by them, eh? Other than when they fly into
Dengue
my eye.
fever or something.
Yeah, it's a mozzie.
Oh, you scared?
Don't
You
you
alright,
fucking
possum?
press that button.
Oh, it's a Mozzie.
Don't.
Don't tell me what to do about my buttons.
Fucking hell. You want me to reach over and touch your buttons?
No, don't touch.
Dan's sacred fucking
I'm the
buttons.
I'm the button controller around.
So I think what we're going to have to do for next week's potty is work out someone on here.
Yeah.
Any ideas? Wow, that fucking cleared the room, didn't it?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Well,
And you yelled at me for doing that.
that's disgusting. Lucky that's your own mic.
yes, yes it is.
Smelled like dick, that burp.
Yeah.
Do we?
Cum and blood.
Oh.
Do we try? You're sick, bro. Do we try for? Well, actually, you know what? If Chad's up for it, he's the
Yeah.
first on the list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Chad, get
Be
up
up.
for it.
Be up for it.
Yeah, so we'll get Chad back on. So hopefully he can tell us. I know he's got. The funny thing is, he's brought his old textbook in from TAFE. Now,
Have you read, like, flick through that thing?
yeah, so I had one.
It's a fucking workshop manual.
Yeah, I have one. That's the scary thing. He brought it in to show.
I
maybe-
used to have my textbooks. I gave them to Chad's daughter actually.
Did I?
Yeah.
Is that it? No.
No.
Yours is old.
I had three textbooks, and they were
Is it?
fucking useless. Cost me a bomb, too.
The textbooks we got were pretty good.
Yeah,
information.
I had textbooks too.
But I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna use them anymore. Here you go.
What are you writing over there? Oh yeah. All right. Sweet.
All right, were you self-paced? Tape?
yeah.
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 No, because our class was full of idiots. We were like, they started out self-paced, and then they realized, oh, all these idiots are like 3 months behind.
Yeah, they
We're
changed.
gonna,
They
we're gonna
did
have to go
change.
to a teacher-based again,
They did change the whole self-paced thing, and then
Which
go
is-
into teachers. But
which was so much beneficial
but
for
see,
me.
I'd done a 12-month TVET course. So
Oh, yeah.
so basically, I'd come into my apprenticeship already 6 months
No, yeah.
into it.
You're
so-
one of those clowns who got to take 6 months off TAFE.
No.
Oh, that's what happened to one of our because they had all the modules. They like took
Yeah.
3 months off. 'cause
No,
all
I
the modules.
started TAFE because of self-paced. So
I
I'd
got
done
signed off
I'd done all
just
this,
before third year.
Yeah, right.
and then my boss was
Tight.
yeah.
The whole 4 years, mate. It's good for your learning.
Well, see, again, we're talking 20 odd years ago. You had to do the 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You had to do
yeah
the 4
3
years.
years
There was
TAFE.
there was no early sign off or anything like that. But at saying that as well,
Yeah, because
still took me 3 years to finish TAFE.
that extra 4 years, the extra year, is just they're actually getting some benefit back.
Yeah,
Because we've
exactly.
actually got like it's still an apprentice.
To be
but-
honest with you, I don't think everything I did at TAFE, I don't think has benefited me in the real world. Everything that I've learnt and everything that
No,
be
you-
about a mechanic
you just-
has been
No, and
physically on the
that's-
tools, I reckon.
Oh.
That's what I like.
No about that.
I'm when it comes to like, I'm never one to say, if you've got a better way to do something, show me. I'm happy to learn. But at the same time, if it doesn't work, and I've told you to do it this way, well then suck shit, cunt. Listen.
Yeah, that's it.
But at the same time, like, especially now, if we put on an apprentice now, he should be going to TAFE and coming back and being able to teach us stuff.
Yeah.
If he's not, then either A, he's not learning, or B, they're still teaching the same fucking shit.
Yeah.
Which
So-
I guarantee you they probably still are.
Well, no,
They
they
wouldn't be
have
that
to-
much different though.
Well, they happen. Well,
What would
no,
be-
they
there'd be-
didn't.
there'd
They
be no
didn't.
carburetor stuff. That would be the only difference.
Yeah, and they should have an EV section.
There wouldn't be
Why not?
Who the
because
fuck wants to put a first year apprentice or even a
they
fourth
just-
year
there
apprentice?
wouldn't be. I'm
No,
telling
but
you,
they
there-
wouldn't be able to, like, you know.
They
Yeah.
would be exactly like they were when you did transmissions. Well, when I did transmissions, it was how to drain it. Here's what's in it. Don't worry about it. You don't specialize in it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it will be. They'll be like, here's an electric car. Don't touch those. Don't touch those orange wires.
Yeah.
Pull these out. Then you can touch them.
Well,
no
yeah.
problems.
Well, I mean,
there
that
you
was
go.
like that for me with carburetors.
Yeah, but that's all they need to know.
Yeah, but that's fine. But
And
yeah,
and
but
basic
that-
testing, like I did basic testing at the expo, right?
Yeah,
But doing the basic testing is simple as well, and
That motherfucker's going to fly off with that thing.
it's fucking huge, isn't it?
it's a big dog.
Big March fly.
It's been
Oh.
buzzing around for
Yeah, I
days.
know.
Oh, that March fly's been hanging around for days, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
like,
a big dog.
Yeah.
Get
You're
away
going to
from
fuck off with your laptop. Look at
You'll
it.
Yeah.
hear it go past the mic in a minute.
Hey guys.
But yeah, like they
Squirrel.
should be putting
Might
EV stuff in because again, right, there's all these EV courses out there at the moment, and you get a certificate of attendance.
Yeah.
Right. I've done my course. I've got a certificate of attainment, which
Yeah.
is what you get from TAFE. All right. If they get at the end of their modules a certificate of attainment for learning how to do like depower, repower EV vehicles, which is all you really need to know, because technically speaking, I think we touched base on this last week. You have to depower, repower an EV vehicle for tires, for brakes, for
anything.
wheel alignment, for anything. Anything
There's
you
no
do.
one doing that.
Yeah.
I
Well,
promise you, there's no single person doing that. I didn't
Well-
even depower a hybrid to do anything other than if I was touching the hybrid system.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm okay with it now.
I did my trade 10 years ago.
You won't be okay if you don't depower and you get shocked by it.
Well, that's why I'll depower it.
But yeah, 10 years ago I did mine.
Yeah.
And I did mine at CIT in Canberra, so the Canberra Institute of Technology or whatever the fuck it's called. And I think the mechanical course was too easy at that particular TAFE anyway, because you could do, the main thing was, yes, it was self-paced, but you could do practice tests of the actual test that you were about to do.
Oh,
So you do it 4 times.
what the fuck?
You do it, I put 3 fingers up then. You do it 4 times because that's all it did. It was 4 different tests, and only a few amount of those tests, questions in those tests would change. So you do it 4 times, and whatever questions you got wrong, you took a photo of it with your phone. Do another one. Same thing again. Same thing again.
Did-
same thing again.
Did you get
you couldn't fail.
Did you get the computers at the end
Yeah.
of your TAFE? Yeah.
No, yeah.
Like your third year at TAFE or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you couldn't fail. You could not fucking fail.
He's a year older than me, so I expected him to say that because they came in
They
at
might-
my second
Micro
year.
B computers?
Yeah. Oh, it was like a fucking piece of shit. Fucking.
Oh yeah, no, but you
It was
actually,
like-
But it wasn't a
you,
micro-
You got to do your test online and stuff instead
Yeah.
of yeah,
It wasn't a
you
micro-
could only do your
micro
tests
B with
at,
Frogger in it,
at
what
the
it wasn't.
TAFE
yeah.
as well.
No?
No,
But no, it wasn't a micro.
It wasn't a fucking
Micro B with Frogger.
No.
ITB or what's the old what's the first
IMB.
IMB. It wasn't an IMB, mate.
No. But yeah, so you do 4
IBM or
practice
something.
4 practice tests of the actual test
Yeah,
you're
that's
going to do.
ridiculous. Yeah, it's too easy.
You couldn't fucking fail.
That's
so there was
fi-
people there. You're like, dude, you shouldn't.
That's-
you
that-
you can barely remember to breathe, let
That-
alone
that-
you're trying to be a mechanic.
That testing stuff is fine if you do if you're doing technical training
Yeah.
for like a dealership, like at a Toyota or stuff. You're doing training on like on models of cars and stuff, but not for learning to be a mechanic. You actually have to fail a test, and you actually have to learn the information. Because at Toyota technical training, right, you cannot fail. You basically cannot fail. The only time you would fail is if you were being a dickhead or you realistically weren't taking in the information. Because
Yeah.
at the testing procedure, you mark your own fucking test. I swear they just grab the booklet and just chuck it in the bin.
Yeah.
Because like they sit at the class at the end of the day, like end of your 3 days of training, you do your test, and then half an hour later, the fucking teacher comes through and calls out all the results, you go, yeah, sweet. And they're like, oh, have a good time. I swear they just get in the bin and chuck it. They don't look at it. They just go,
That was the same when I did Toyota.
yeah. It was just
when I
like,
went to the Toyota dealership in Eden, same fucking
we'll
thing.
just see how you performed. Were you in like? Because I've asked the guys, I was like, "What do you mean? Like, we get the answers at the end of the day." He goes, "It doesn't matter. We can tell whether how much you were engaged, questions and like effort in areas, and then like the test is just a thing to do.
Yeah, and
It doesn't.
that's the other thing. Like, you know,
So it's impossible to fail. But your TAFE course to be a mechanic should not be like that.
all right, but let's put it this way, all right? If you're teaching a TAFE course, okay, and you physically go out there with the guys and you spend some time with them, walk
Oh, yeah.
from, and you can see that they're doing it,
Yeah.
but then when they come to the
Oh,
reading
yeah.
and literacy part, they're like, fuck, what the fuck? Like,
That's me.
that's me.
Yeah,
Give me
that's
a
me
book.
as well. Yeah,
Exactly. So-
I understand that.
So you're saying that if you could have failed technically because
I was helped along a fair bit, but I mean, it was just like I wasn't like it was. The tests got easier and easier, but I'm just saying like you shouldn't be able to take photos of the shit.
No,
That's, I mean, but I just mean like it's if you're failing
but
something,
I just think in general, mechanical
it's very
TAFE
simple.
is
It's just simple.
so easy and simple.
see the
Before I was a mechanic, I was a sparky, a house electrician.
yeah,
Mate, that was fucked. Well, I wasn't the best at school,
Benny.
but yeah, like I made it to third year, and holy fuck, once it stepped up massively, and you could see it within the first 3 to 6 months of third year at TAFE, mate, the class halved
Yeah, okay.
because people were
right.
just dropping out left, right, and centre.
Well,
How do you drop out?
You're just fucking transposing equations and fucking
Yeah.
all sorts of shit, and you got to show all your working out. Like, there's some equations you got to work out.
Pythagoras.
You fuck off! Don't call me that. you know, like you got to show you working out, but it might be 2 or 3 A4 pages long of you working out, transposing the equation over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
What for?
But you never ever use it on your
Let's say
to
what
work
for?
out like voltage drop over a certain
Oh,
distance. On
yeah.
The only
cable.
thing that I still take away
Fucking
from
motivators for.
I still take away from school is Pythagoras theory. I don't fully understand it.
You just take the
But I
name.
do know- I
Well,
do
explain
know-
it then. If you come on, then.
No, I have to
You just got the name.
Shh. When I'm trying to find right angles, I know that if I Google the Pythagoras theory, I can figure it out. Okay, all right, just
Good.
saying.
You just ask Siri. She's on my fucking wrist here.
Yeah, well, no,
Oh,
I asked,
everyone's
I
blowing
asked
up now.
Bixby.
Oh, that's it.
Bixby.
Everyone's
Fucking
going
bitch.
off now.
Yeah. Anyways,
Just ask Google.
oh, yeah,
what I
you
do.
can, yeah, I got Google too. You can ask.
I
them.
hate Bixby. Bixby's a
Yeah,
fucking
actually,
loser.
I hate Bixby. For some reason, they've done an update on my phone, and now every time I press the side button, it goes into Bixby, and
get
I'm like,
rid
"What
of
the fuck? Stop it!"
To be honest, that's the one thing I do miss about not being in the Apple ecosystem is Siri. It's just great.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know when I bend over and fucking put the hoist
I don't want to know.
arms under the car.
Oh,
In
yeah.
your short
I got to
shorts.
change his fucking button because if you press it for like 2 seconds or something,
Yeah.
and you start talking, it's fucking Siri, and she'll start yelling back at you.
That's the same when, like, so when I used to wear my watch down here, and I'd be doing push-ups at the gym,
Pushing
it'll-
up against your boyfriend.
it'd
yeah?
press buttons.
Pushing up against Jim.
Yeah, it'd press buttons. But now that I wear it back there, it's okay because I can't wear it over my tattoos. Because believe it or not, guys, if you don't know this, your smartwatch won't read heartbeats or anything over a tattoo. So it needs to be in a spot. And luckily, I got that little bit there.
Well, that's why I used to wear it on the other side of your wrist.
Yeah, but even then, it was inaccurate.
That's just annoying.
So-
Yeah, wearing watch that far back is just annoying.
Yeah, it is. It is. But now I've made a groove in my arm, so it's good. But like when I was at TAFE, most of the training courses these
You're
days.
learning how to reshoe horses.
Wow. Yeah, I had a lathe, but it was a wood lathe for the wooden cars.
Yeah.
No, it was
metal room
open
was-
book test. It was always an open book test. So they never gave us the answers,
Yeah.
but it was an open book test. So the answers were in the book.
Yeah,
Yeah, they can't
but
find
that's
them.
also a benefit because you're looking to find the answers. So
But-
yeah,
Like the last test I did was an open book test.
was Twitter
and-
like that as well?
It was an open chat
No.
test as
Yeah,
well.
might have been.
So, well, you can have an open book test, and if someone found the answer before you, they
No,
can
you-
tell
oh,
you
you
and then
just-
just write
oh.
it down.
Really?
Yeah. So, but believe it or not, I went and did this EV course with me and 7 other Qantas dudes.
Qantas.
Qantas.
Oh, for all the
Little Qantas are bringing electric vehicles in and stuff into their thing. And it's funny, they learnt so much from this course. But
What do you,
I thought you meant like,
they were electricians.
I'm so confused. Why the fuck would Qantas? What were they? What were they?
They were electricians and mechanics, and they basically, they're bringing EV vehicles into Qantas. Now Qantas service all their vehicles in house.
Yeah.
So they've brought all these EV vehicles in that are currently being stored up beside all these jets and shit. And now that they've got them there, they need people to know how to
work on
them. How to do this, how to do that. So they brought these guys in, and some of them were quite knowledgeable, and some of them were getting answers off me, and I was like,
Don't use my answers.
no, I was right. I know I was right. I was reading the book.
Have you got your certificate?
No,
So you don't know if you're right yet or not.
I
You
was
don't know if
right.
I'm passed.
I was right. Maybe.
No.
No, I was out. I passed. He said, "Congratulations, you've passed. I'll get your certificate out to you." And I was like, "Sweet, see you, bro. I'm out." So it was good, but yeah. So open book tests and that sort of thing is something that I think the mechanic trade does need.
Oh yeah. Full of idiots like everybody.
Yeah, that's.
But it's also one of those things. Like, that's also beneficial because you can't know everything, right?
Exactly.
You will have to refer to repair manuals and stuff like that. So that's demonstrating on you how you go and find the answer.
Well, that's all right, and that's why
That gives you that skill of looking for the correct answer and saying, "I've got this problem. Okay, let's look through the repair manual."
And with AI now becoming big and major,
Yeah.
most of our scan tools are going down the AI.
Yeah, right.
Fucking path where it's going to tell us how to fix it, and it's going to tell us things. And with the computer systems that are in cars these days,
We need it.
yeah, you need it. Some of us need it. Brendan, I need it. You might not, but I need it.
Biggest thing is it's okay to not know or show people that you don't know everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, so
My example was Panda, the 86.
yeah,
He wanted us to build the motor and all the rest of it. And I threw my hands up. I told him, I said, mate, I'm not.
yeah, no.
Rotaries and boxes are they're a fucking breed of their own. I don't know.
So the day that I've said this for years, and I've said it to my kids, I've said it to
Not worth it.
everyone. The day that you think you know everything is the day that you failed.
Yeah.
That's my saying, and that's
Yeah.
what I've always said. Because the second that you walk in somewhere and go, oh, I'm king shit, and we've got a lot of them, that's the day that people lose respect with you.
yeah.
I found that was always my problem when I was an apprentice and younger out of my time. The second I thought I knew everything, or second I was getting, oh yeah, I've got this on that, fucking do something wrong, something would go wrong. And I was like, fuck's sakes.
Yeah, now I've got to
just-
go and fucking
yeah.
ask. And
Yeah, now I just got to go fucking tail
So-
between my legs
yeah.
and go speak to the fucking foreman and say, I just broke this.
Yeah,
And
and
pop
that's
it.
and another thing is, and I've spoken to everyone about it, is if you're doing something right, and you break a bolt or something like that, okay, I broke a 10mm bolt on a rocker cover once because I over tightened it. I was an apprentice. Yep, sweet. Before I went and told the boss or anything, I went up to him. I figured it out. I figured, all right, this is what I'm going to do. So I went up to him and I said, hey, I broke something, but this is how I'm going to fix it. And he was like, yep, sweet, no worries. So from that day, my saying has been, and it's a saying everywhere, is don't come to me with a problem, come to me with a solution. And that's what I use with my boss so much. And I've said that to all my apprentices that I've put through over the time, and even Hato. I said it to Hato a heap of times. He'll come over to me when we were working at stuff. that was nearly slept out.
Nearly.
When we were working together somewhere else, a couple of times he'd come over and go, and I'm like, nah, don't come to me with your problems. Come to me with a solution, and he would, and it was good, and now he does, and it's great. Although there is a couple of times, you know, I was thinking about getting this shirt that said like Temu shirt. If it doesn't work, try the way Chris said in the first place, because I had to go and pick a customer up when we were working together, and I'd been at work early, because you know I get to work early. I'd been at work early and been trying to get, I can't remember if it was a CV nut or again the CV out or something. Or I think it was CV seized in there, and I was trying to get it out, and this wouldn't come out.
Get a new hub.
And so, anyways, I've tried everything. I've batched sockets. I've tried everything, and I went to Hado and I said, dude, I need you to try this. I've tried everything that I can possibly do. Don't worry about trying to hit it, because it's not. We're going to have to pull the whole hub out, put it in a vise, put a press on it, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, he's like, yeah. So I went and picked this customer up, came back to Hado, sitting on my fucking chair at my desk.
The hubs and shatters.
No, with a fucking ice brick over his head because he's hit the socket and it's bounced back and hit him in the face. And I'm like, I fucking told you.
Don't need it.
So that was a funny one.
That's the worst when the CV's stuck in hubs.
Yeah, and like we ended up getting it out. I just basically put it up on the bench, poured some auto fluid around it, let it sit for a little while, and then came out. So that was good.
Auto fluid.
Yeah,
Fucking magic stuff.
works wonders, that shit.
Magic
So, and that was I don't know if Mr. Dave Turnbull listens to this, but that was something that he taught me, and that I only learnt that 5 years ago.
Transmission fluid.
Yeah, transmission
Yeah, it
fluid
works.
on shit works
Yeah.
wonders. So,
Freed up C stuff.
I
Yeah.
used to use it for building engines too.
then polishing cars,
Oh, I haven't tested that theory.
red cars. You know, red cars chalk up.
Yeah,
Yeah, so-
Andy was telling us.
Yeah, so I was telling you about that one that we saw with the oil. The dude poured the oil over the back of the car, but you can actually put it on a red car as well. And it was a red car I did years ago for a friend, and they were trying to sell it, and I said, just do this.
Dex 3 polish. Eh?
Yeah, give it a bit of a rub, and we rubbed a little bit of a section. And they went, fucking hell, look at that! It's come up like brand new. I'm like, yeah, so take some photos, do that and take some photos of it. But if it rains, you're shit out of luck. It's
You're gonna have a rainbow everywhere.
It's gonna be a slippery old road.
So, anyhow, are we good for tonight? We've spoken enough
Yeah, I
shit.
reckon we're good now. We're an hour and 20 into it.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
It's not bad.
But hopefully we'll hit chat up and
Yeah,
get chat
hit
on
chat
next
up.
week. So unless Andy turns around and wants to come back on, because he was good fun last week.
Yeah.
It's loud, but good fun.
Yeah. Again, shout out to the Wilson family.
Yeah, shout out to the Wilson
We love
family.
you all.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Wish you all the best, and we're here for you.
Yep, we
Yeah.
sure are. And yeah, thanks to all our listeners, because I have been getting a few more messages and whatnot saying podcast is great, keep it up.
Awesome.
I didn't tell you about that one, sorry.
No,
Dan.
you didn't talk about that one.
From one of the old blokes, another bloke I used to work with. So
Yeah, right.
he's currently working at another workshop down at Woolwee.
Nice.
No, but thanks to our listeners, thanks for your support. Like, comment, share, do that sort of shit for us.
Yeah.
We got to get onto the Insta and Facebook a bit more, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and we've got some cool hats going. If you drop into the shop,
Yeah, that's it. Drop in the shop.
Yeah.
couple of hats for sale.
We've all got one on.
We do.
I had to steal a second one because my hair was going nuts. I was like, I can't handle this
Don't
shit.
tell LFA. She'll give him
No,
trouble.
no, I paid for it.
Yeah, that's what I
All right.
thought. All right.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Say hello to your mother.